rise and honor America. This evening, the colors are presented by the United States Army Color Guard. Please join our Symphony Orchestra and Concert Choir in the singing of our National Anthem. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance after our National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Our concert choir will perform our class song, In My Life, composed by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Good evening and welcome. I'm Matt Grammons, and today I'm here to fill in for our lazy, absent-minded, and supremely untalented senior class president, Shane Williamson. Good thing he's too busy at the state track meet to be here. Turns out, actually, Shane made it back here. Shane, can you stand up for a second? Everybody, Shane Williamson. Shane, I'm sorry. I no hard feelings, I hope. I mean, we're still good. Good. All right. Also, hey, Nikki, Mordick, Tim Krzyzewski, can you guys please stand up? These three guys will be competing in the state track meet tomorrow morning in the finals, so congrats to these guys. Now, speaking of state, man, has this class been successful. We've had state champion mathletes, state champion wiseleets, all state recognized athletes and musicians, and I think the football team did something pretty cool as well. Of course, these accomplishments are simply icing on the cake. Throughout these past 4 years, we've developed lasting friendships and expansive caverns of knowledge. Thank you to all of our incredible teachers, coaches, advisors, fine arts directors, and family who helped us along the way. I am honored and privileged to be a member of this cohesive, dynamic, and overall superb group of men and women. And I'm happy to present to all of you the Vernon Hills High School class of 2017. And now it is my pleasure to introduce fellow senior Michael Kokkines. Michael was chosen to address the class with his speech titled, "Don't Stop with Lemon Juice."
All right, so one of my favorite movies is National Treasure. There's a scene where Nicolas Cage has recently stolen the Declaration of Independence, and like any reasonable person, he decides to pour lemon juice on the back of the most valuable document in the world. Now, as crazy as this all seems, he actually ends up discovering a secret hidden message on the back. Today, we're receiving our high school diplomas, but what matters isn't what you do see on it. It's what you don't see on it. It's what the lemon juice reveals. It's all the memories that we've made. We entered Vernon Hills High School as clueless, scrubby freshmen. Luckily, we learned all the most difficult, most valuable life skills in transition. How to write an email, how to read a textbook, how to breathe. The first book we read in freshman lit, the first book we read in high school was Oedipus Rex, a story about a man who kills his father and sleeps with his mother. Now, to all the parents in the audience, I don't know what type of subliminal message our teachers were trying to send us, but don't worry about it. We were too busy consulting Spark Notes to actually read the book. During our first Color Wars, we were nearly mauled to death by the senior class, but thanks to some paint and a shopping cart, we emerged as glorious champions. And perhaps most importantly, we all took biology and learned that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Sophomore year came around and the demands upon us increased. We were given the activism project, an assignment where the directions were actually quite simple. You have 5 weeks, solve world hunger. Vernon Hills High School piloted Chromebooks and we piloted Netflix. But of course, the largest change was that we began driving, meaning that a group of dysfunctional teenagers who wrote a 10-page document about Shrek and the Illuminati because they were given green for Color Wars, a group of teenagers who seemed to care more about a dead gorilla in white vans than they do about passing their second semester courses, are now allowed on the same roads as everyone else. Junior year was filled with surprises. We stood in awe as the senior class used our parking lot as a canvas for their artistic expression of the human body. We stood in awe as Vernon Hills High School made its way into the news twice. The first time because we're horribly intolerant. The second time because we're horribly too tolerant. We didn't need classes about fake news this year. We lived it. And we stood in awe at the challenges that we faced, the largest of which, according to a poll conducted for the yearbook, was not the ACT, was not AP exams, was not even our class workload. It was walking to school from the junior lot every day. And finally, after 3 years of attending Vernon Hills, we were able to enter as seniors. On the first day of class, a group of people proudly wore tank tops to school proclaiming that they wanted to make senior year great again. And over the last 8 months, we've largely succeeded in doing just that. We've witnessed incredible achievements, from our football team qualifying for state to the Cubs winning the World Series. We sang lyrics from The Lion King, freaked out about killer clowns, and all coincidentally happened to fall sick on the day of the Cubs parade. We won Color Wars for the 4th straight year, and I can confidently say that if we took even half of the effort we used to win Color Wars and put it towards more productive activities, there are very few limits on what we could have accomplished. We might even have actually been able to learn the lyrics to the school fight song so as not to lose the class cheer competition. And now, as senior year comes to an end, we're so terribly afflicted with senioritis that we can't even agree on the ABCs. But despite all the fun times we shared, I sincerely hope that today is not a climax. There's a common cliche at graduation ceremonies that we've experienced the times of our lives. But if facial acne and code violations comprise the 4 best years of your existence, then you have done something wrong. In National Treasure, Nicolas Cage doesn't stop after pouring lemon juice on America's most sacred document. He uses it as a starting point. He goes on an adventure and he finds a treasure. And while not all of us will be able to amass huge sums of wealth, it doesn't matter, because ultimately what you remember about life and what you remember about high school is not the scale of your accomplishments, it's not the high test score you got, it's the random human moments. And so while I'm just another 17-year-old, and while I can't tell you what your future key to success is, I can tell you this: make newer, even more awesome memories. Make memories so great that if the only purpose of your high school experiences was to dip your feet in the splash pool and gain a glimpse into the future, they would be inadequate. Make memories so great that if we ever have a high school reunion, one weekend won't be enough time to tell all of your fantastic stories. Make memories so great that if you're ever looking at old photo albums or Facebook posts as it may be, the images and memories will jump out at you so that you can laugh and cry and smile anew every single time. Because ultimately, our lives are just compilations of miles and memories. So don't stop with lemon juice. Make great ones. Thank you.
Well done, guys. Tonight it's my duty and pleasure to present the students of this graduating class. But before I do, I'd like to address the class of 2017 one last time. Seniors, each year, prior to the August start of school, we begin our staff meeting with a theme. Sometimes it's a concept, sometimes it's a quote or a phrase. This year, it was a metaphorical object. It was an umbrella. We considered the idea that all of this, the facilities, the programs, the teachers, the curriculum, the resources, even you parents and family that sit here with us tonight, we're all an umbrella. And its ultimate function is our single most important goal: you. For 4 years, that function has been you. And like any good umbrella, our aim has been to keep you dry, to keep you shaded, to keep you safe. We've worked hard to create an environment under which you can learn and grow and develop. And the good news, you have not disappointed. There are just so many ways in which you've flourished Just look at the list of individual and group accolades you've contributed to over the last 4 years. Accolades that represent academic achievement that has earned us state and national notoriety. They represent athletic excellence with tournament championships, conference, regional, sectional titles, and several state medals. Cross-country, golf, and football gave us the greatest fall season we've ever had. Additionally, you're gifted in the fine and performing arts. Did you see your art show? We'll give him a chance to. He loves my speech. That's beautiful. That kid needs an umbrella. All right, here we go. So as I was saying, additionally, you're gifted in the fine and performing arts. Did you see your art show? Alex and Nicole, that's talent. Or did you happen to get to a concert when a fellow senior soloist performed? Avi on the clarinet, fantastic. And on one leg, no less. How about a vocal performance, musical or play? I'll never be able to erase the image of Dylan passionately crawling across the Addams family dinner table. Furthermore, I can't remember a class with as many strong leaders. You have Nikki running assemblies like a pro. There's Akash with a medical club that started as an idea and is now a thriving reality. Actually, the entire class has shown great leadership. I said at the beginning of the year, we go as you go, and you have led us well, and I thank you. But I must admit, and I'm sure you agree, the umbrella didn't always work the way that we had planned. Maybe the little support frame bent, maybe the wind flipped the whole thing inside out, or maybe we just didn't get it opened up in time. Now, I'm not talking about a bad grade here or there, or a violation of some rule or regulation. I'm talking about serious structural flaws. For example, consider Mrs. Bolito's new look CRC. How is it that Jeffrey Zhang got the same nap spot every first period for the entire school year? And why was either Jenna Kelly or Eric Yoon in the CRC all 8 periods of every day of the year? Consider the yearbook's cutest couple, Matt and Emma. Look, I know we're all thinking it, so I'm just going to say it. Matt, you really dated up. That's the textbook definition of outkicking your coverage. Shane, I got your back. Or how about Wayne M. graphics? I'm pretty sure there were some weeks when Wayne was earning more selling sweatshirts than Mr. Erickson was teaching him government 6 hour. And why aren't more adults in the loop about Finsta? Parents, Google Finsta. And finally, let's revisit the top Cougar talent portion. Ryan? Nah, I won't go there. Anyway, the umbrella hasn't been perfect. We all know that. But all kidding aside, and despite our collective imperfection, the record shows that you did learn, you did grow, and you did develop. We've seen you stretch yourselves, deal with discomfort, and overcome fears. I've witnessed you develop relationships, respect one another, and embrace your diversity. These things are all important because you're about to walk from here and begin a journey with a little less protection. For some of you, that's a bit scary. You're a touch anxious and apprehensive. For others, you're ready to tackle the next phase with confidence and resolve. Either way, know that we are ready to fold up our umbrella. Know that we have confidence in you. You have shown us that you have what it takes, and we are excited to see your impact on our world. So whether you head north or south, east or west, tomorrow you will start your journey from here. And here, you will always have a home. At this time, I certify that all of you before me have met the requirements for graduation of both the state of Illinois and High School District 128. I proudly present you to our Superintendent, Dr. Lea.
Well, good evening. I'm honored to be the superintendent at what I believe is the best high school district in the United States, Community High School District 128. On behalf, that's okay, you can apply that, that's great. On behalf of the entire District 128 family, I want to express my sincere congratulations to all Vernon Hills High School students who comprise the outstanding class of 2017. You are truly special. Commencement is a very special time of year at District 128 because it is the culmination, recognition, and validation of 4 years of student commitment, dedication, and discipline in meeting our rigorous graduation requirements. And commencement is also a time to reflect back upon your many individual and team achievements and accomplishments in academics, the fine arts, athletics, activities, and community service during your 4 years at VHHS. I have had the great pleasure and honor to observe you learn, grow, and add to the legacy of excellence at Vernon Hills High Schools over the past 4 years. In class of 2017, I can tell you that you are awesome and amazing. You have made a difference at VHHS, in the communities that we serve, and in many cases also at the state and national levels. It is indeed a pleasure to be part of your commencement ceremony tonight. VHH graduates, you are surrounded tonight by the village that literally raised the child. Following a tradition started by former Superintendent Dr. David Clough, I would like you to take a moment to join me in celebrating the very special family members and friends who are in attendance supporting you this evening. First, will all the parents and guardians of the graduates please stand and remain standing? Remain standing, please. Next, will all the grandparents of our graduates please stand up and remain standing? Now, will the entire faculty present please stand? And finally, will all other relatives, friends, neighbors, and community members please stand as well? VHH graduates, let's give all of your supporters a big round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Class of 2017, as we celebrate your accomplishments this evening, I hope that you feel surrounded by the spirit of goodwill from those who are gathered here to celebrate your commencement this evening. Again, on behalf of the District 128 family, congratulations on your graduation. I know that you will continue to do great things in the years to come. Thank you. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce the members of our Board of Education in attendance this evening. Our District 128 school board members are seated on the stage and will participate in the distribution of diplomas this evening. Board members, please stand as I call your name, and audience, please hold your applause until all the board members are introduced. First of all, Dr. Pat Croody, President of the Board of Education. Mr. Jim Batson, Vice President of the Board of Education. Ellen Maurer, Secretary of the Board of Education, and Scott Luce, Board Member. Now we can give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. And I would also like to recognize Aparathaja Adaraju, Ryan Gold, and Akash Sethi, who served as the VHHS Student School Board representatives this year. Aparathaja, Ryan, and Akash represented and served you and the Board of Education with distinction. Would you three please stand and be recognized? Great job. Thank you so much. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Pat Croody, District 128 Board President, who will address the class of 2017. Pat?
On behalf of the entire Board of Education, it is my honor to accept the Vernon Hills High School Class of 2017 for commencement. Dr. Lee, Dr. Guillaume, fellow members of the Board of Education, teachers and staff, parents and relatives and friends, tonight we come here to celebrate the accomplishments of this extraordinary group of young men and women. What they've done during the last 4 years has inspired all of us in more ways than we could have imagined 12 years ago when they first went to school. As we heard tonight, they've set new records in achievement in academics, in athletics, in fine arts, and a wide variety of other extracurricular activities. And they've selflessly given their time and talents to support people in need in our communities and around the world. Tonight, we are proud of all that they've accomplished, but I think most importantly, we can be proud of who they've become. For their spirit, their enthusiasm, their compassion, and their drive to make a difference in their lives and the lives of others have all helped to make our communities better. Tom Brokaw refers to those who returned from World War II, who returned and helped to make the dreams of peace and prosperity reality for many in this country and around the world as this country's greatest generation. But I think as I look out here tonight, that Mr. Brokaw would agree with me that the potential for this group before us may be greater than anything we've seen before. And students, I hope the last 4 years have inspired you as you have inspired us. I hope your experiences here at Vernon Hills High School have challenged you, and I hope while you were here that you found the support, the guidance, and the opportunities you needed to create the path that will lead you to become the person that you want to be. During your 4 years in high school, a lot has changed here and around the world. 4 years ago, few of us could spell words like Brexit and Venmo, yet alone describe what they mean. And I can assure most of the parents here, if you've never heard of Venmo, you will by September. Regardless of your political point of view, I'm sure that all of us can agree that the presidential election of 2016 was unlike anything we've seen in recent memory, and it certainly serves as a vivid example of making what seemed impossible possible. Over the last 4 years, we've also heard a lot about outbreaks of Ebola and Zika, and even the mumps, once believed eradicated, came back for the first time in a long time. Conversely, boredom may be a thing of the past. It now seems like there's always something to snap, tweet, text, post, like, follow, upload, download, or otherwise grab our attention. And these days, it's harder than ever to find out what really happened as we find ourselves every day sorting through the real news, the fake news, the facts, and the alternative facts. These last 4 years have surely been a time of significant change in our world, and I'm sure a significant time of change for you. On those occasions when I've had a chance to meet many of you, you've told me that you are now more independent, more accepting of people from different places, more open to ideas and lifestyles different than your own, and more curious than ever to discover those things you still know very little about. And as a father of 3 District 128 graduates, I know this is a challenging place. Trust me, follow Michael. Sometimes the pressure to perform can be overwhelming. It takes hard work, dedication, perseverance, and a firm commitment to excellence to succeed here, and you've done that and more. Vernon Hills High School is a school you can be proud of, and you should be proud of everything that you've accomplished here. You left a remarkable example for all those who will follow in your footsteps. And you are not just part of the legacy of Vernon Hills High School, you made it even better. Tonight you will be high school graduates, and tomorrow begins a new chapter for you. Soon you will face even more significant changes, and everything that has become familiar and comfortable is about to change. And with that, there will be uncertainty, anxiety, and perhaps a temptation to turn back to the comforts of the past. But be confident. You leave Vernon Hills High School well prepared, with a foundation that will withstand the challenges ahead. My challenge to you is to allow those changes to happen. Find ways to thrive as those changes unfold, and embrace these new experiences with energy and passion. As great as Vernon Hills High School is, Vernon Hills High School is your past now. Now it's time to look ahead and make your vision and dreams reality. Now it's time to explore even more about yourself and discover things you never knew before. Now is your time to reach even further beyond your comfort zone than you ever have before, even if it feels uncomfortable and frightening. Now is your time to push the envelope and test the limits of what you can do, not because someone else wants you to, but because you have within you the passion and drive it takes to do so. Now is your time to follow your dreams, even if they change as you open your eyes and mind to all that surrounds you. Now is your time to dream even bigger than before, to create a bold new vision, or to come up with a revolutionary idea of lasting significance. And before I close, I just want to leave you with the words of a young teacher and social worker from the Philippines named Efren Peña Florida. Efren was a pushcart educator. His mission was to take his pushcart full of books and bring education to poor people in the Philippines as an alternative to gang membership. And in 2009, he was chosen from amongst 9,000 nominees from 100 countries to be CNN's Hero of the Year. And in his acceptance speech, he said, "Our planet is filled with heroes, young and old, rich and poor, men and women of different colors, shapes, and sizes. We are one great tapestry. Each person has a hidden hero within. You just have to look inside you and search it in your heart and be the hero to the next one in need. The hero in you is waiting to be unleashed. Serve. Serve well. Serve others above yourself and be happy to serve. You are the change that you dream, and I am the change that I dream. And collectively, we are the change the world needs to be." And so it is also with you. As you leave here tonight, I ask you to take time to think back and be thankful for all the heroes you met here. Think about and reflect on all the people that really made a difference in your time here, and think about what it was that made them a hero to you. Then, find the hero in you. Become a hero for others in the same way that others have been a hero for you. Leave here with an attitude that not only embraces change, but also inspires it to happen in a way that serves others and has a lasting impact. Make the impossible possible. Make your even bigger dreams come true. And in the words of former President Barack Obama, it is you, the young and fearless at heart, the most diverse and educated generation in our history, who the nation is waiting to follow. Class of 2017, now it's your turn to lead. It's not just this nation that's waiting to follow, it's everyone around the world. And what you can accomplish is without a doubt limitless. Lead us to where we need to go. Congratulations and good luck in all your future endeavors.
Rebecca Hannah Ackerman.
Christian Adame.
Aparajitha Adaraju.
Jacob Ryan Adkisson.
Ankit Agrawal.
Lena Elgalas.
Victoria Elizabeth Alper.
Camden Nicholas Anderson.
Garima Aurora.
Donna Beck.
Rebecca Nicole Ballman.
Dakayla Michelle Baines.
Trent James Ballou.
Zachary Peter Bauman.
Justin Providence Beitzel.
Samantha Beatty.
Erin Rose Blaze.
Lauren Michelle Blitzstein.
Isabel Bogoyevich.
Martin Bolotin.
Tanya Lisbeth Burrell.
Luke John Brady.
Tyler Anthony Brancato.
Courtney Jade Brookins.
Caitlin Ann Burrows.
Jordan Lewis Calabrese.
Victor Gabriel Camacho.
Thomas Charles Campbell.
Emily Claire Carrito.
Justin Storm Carlson Gamari.
Carla Alexis Carson.
Natalie Elise Castano.
Aaron Emmanuel Castellanos.
Corey Paul Caudle.
Sarah Christine Chang.
Catherine Chen.
Allison Nicole Cherwenka.
Grace Judith Christensen.
Giovanna Harley Sinfioni.
Anna Sophia Cerrone.
Yesenia Marie Cisneros.
Athena Lauren Clark.
Catherine Marie Clayson.
Shannon Mary Clark.
Dylan Taylor Cohn.
Mariana Conde.
Dennis Michael Konstantinov.
Carla Elizabeth Contreras.
Corey James Cotton.
Erin Maureen Crowley.
Noel Estelita Cruz.
Arthur James Curry.
Sawyer Reese Cutler.
Sneha Liz Syriac.
Sarah Faye Demas.
Ashwini Deshpande.
Brian Joseph Duffley.
Andrew Dean Duros.
Danielle Rosemary Demova.
Daniel Matthew Elgayev.
Catherine Grace Elliott.
Joshua Andrew Estelle.
Miracle Joy Castillo Fowler.
Jessica Sari Feldman.
Scott Flake.
Jacob William Fiorito.
Nicole Patriarca Flora.
Jessica Samantha Fillion.
Brandon Michael Ferrara.
Arden Leah Flume.
Nathan Christopher Ferrara.
Lexi Ryan Flume.
Jacob Charles Florian.
William Michael Ford.
John Thomas Forster.
Sarah Ann Fortman.
Abigail Catherine Frank.
Joshua Benjamin Friedman.
Ellis Gatamack.
Ravi Gandhi.
Crystal Garcia.
Nicholas Uriel Garcia.
Alyssa Garland.
Taylor Nicole Garcia.
Justin Bradley Garlow.
Tyler Jason Garcia.
Adam Harrison Gates.
Rebecca Jerry Getlin.
Ryan Jacob Ginsberg.
Julia Goffman.
Ryan Victor Gold.
Mason Jeremy Goldberg.
Brian Matthew Goldenberg.
Jacob Dylan Gordon.
Fatima Ivan Gozan.
Peter Josiah Grawl.
Matthew Timothy Grammons.
Kyle Lewis Greenberg.
Tabitha J. Groves.
Cole Bryant Gilliam.
Austin Gutzler.
Blair Rose Haberman.
Adam Hammer.
John Kyung Soon Han.
Alexis Heidel Hart.
Oscar Hassan.
Lily Alexandra Hemasath.
Athena Sofia Herrera NG.
Noah Jordan Hewitt.
Samantha Clark Hiscox.
James Hammer.
Natalie Nicole Hornbassel.
Kyle Michael Hull.
Stephanie Elizabeth Hull.
Juliana Faye Hunter.
Grace Lynn Hudson.
Emily Hu.
Amanda Marie Igliori.
Danya Hassan Ibrahim.
Elise Jordan Igliori.
Kishore Iyer.
Leah Samantha Jacoby.
Casper Jaskowski.
Olivia Ruta Jasputis.
Jonathan Michael Jimenez.
Bevan Elton John.
Brandon Michael Jones.
Jenna Kathleen Marie Joyce.
Nathan David Jew.
Faith Se Young Jung.
Matthew Jung.
Julia Frida Kagan.
Ada Kallenbach.
Regita Sai Canaparetti.
Arka Kallenbach.
Joanne Euban Kang.
Natalia Kasanuk.
Declan Robert Kelleher.
Jenna Claire Kelly.
Amir Asif Khan.
Matthew Warren Keith.
Andrew Bryce Young Tech Kim.
Eunice Kim.
Alex Kinderman.
Celine Corrali.
Isabel Annika Kling.
Dylan Cameron Clintworth.
Savannah Paige Knuth.
Chase Knutson.
Andriana Christu Kokkines.
Catherine Grace Kopp.
Michael George Kokkines.
Masha Korkuchansky.
Timothy Stanley Krashevsky.
Nicholas William LaFleur III.
Bradley Eric Larson.
Jared Lawless.
Ryan Stephen Larson.
Anna Maria Lazos.
Caroline Nien Chian Lee.
Jennifer Lee.
Lauren Lee.
Timothy Lee.
Sophia Dorothy Lahaki.
Haley Ray Lines.
Sarah Michelle Lenzi.
Miriam Beth Lerman.
Oliver Anthony Lee Young.
Andrew Brooks Levering.
Avi Michael Limer.
Rachel Lichtman.
Terry Michelle Licona.
Emily Rose Lightman.
Kelly Yannon Lee.
Ellery Carson Longden.
Ni Tui Lu.
Lauren Christina Lum.
Olivia Danielle Magazu.
Alexander Mamulashvili.
Aaliyah Ruby Mariella.
Christopher George Mariella.
Nicholas Michael Maris.
Stephanie Jacqueline Mata.
Annette Caragale Matthew.
L'Oreal Raquel M. Bang.
Jonathan Bradford McGuire.
Brandon Richard Meister.
Julia Carmen Mejias.
Abram Malara.
Wayne George Miller.
Jawa Mine.
Nicole Amber Mishera.
Morgan Alexandra Mitchell.
Mia Rosa Mailing.
Spencer Gordon Moffett.
Nicholas Ryan Mordique.
Alec Gerard Molenhauer.
Harjas Singh Monga.
Nathaniel Patrick M. Montegrande.
Mary Christine Moorhead.
Peyton Emma Mosley.
Charles Kane Mosley.
Leslie Munn.
Jessica Murguia.
Emily Rose Myers.
Daniel K. Nam.
Harsha Teje Namburi.
Hirsch Nanja.
Alexia Shalom Naperkowski.
Alexander John Neff.
Caitlin Michelle Nelson.
Isabella Mia Newman.
Jackson Jacob Ingo.
Octavio Ocampo Estrada.
Anna Maria Ochoa.
John Francis O'Connell.
Anna Catherine Okinches.
Jesus Ortegon.
Yevgeny Palasco.
Jason Michael Palmer.
Pavani Pendravada.
Emma Marie Papano.
Calvin Sabine Park.
Justin Park.
Samantha Jane Perez.
Akvil Petrauskite.
Gina Lynn Pieri.
Gabriela Amanda Poitra.
Anna Rose Poliski.
Anthony Simon Popolov.
Madeline Chelsea Powder.
Amelia Anna Pranitsa.
Cassidy Lynn Rash.
Abai Kumar Ram.
Nathan Ramanathan.
Kyle Jeffrey Renalo.
Joseph Miguel Rangel.
Brennan Henry Reback.
Madison Lee Renahan.
Jenna Lindsay Repkin.
Margot Rebecca Ream.
Allie Morgan Ripes.
Brian Rojas.
Rena Ricky Ruse.
Jeffrey Jordan Rosenstock.
Matthew Stephen Rudolph.
Anakin Manuel Ruiz.
Monica Anna Rusnak.
Jessica Nicole Salerno.
Augustine Sandoval.
Elizabeth Sandoval.
Ermek Satim Kulov.
Tyler David Savage.
Melissa Ann Schrader.
Ian Theodore Schwartz.
Ricardo Servin.
Prakash Sethi.
Hannah Shanes.
Eric Shin.
Megan Haley Singer.
Greta Skistamaita.
Andrew Kabler Smith.
Stephanie Solorzano.
Shashank Shrikant.
Amanda Ruth Stenstrom.
Jared Daniel Stoller.
Kevin Richard Swanson.
Andre Eric Schmidt.
Corey William Takaoka.
Matthew Allen Tamburek.
Lindsay Jane Takaoka.
Aristides Tonkus.
Jessica Rebecca Tartakovsky.
Michaela Eve Teplitsky.
Nicholas Cosmo Terry.
Samuel Joseph Thornburg.
Tina Tiu.
Marissa Lisette Tinoco.
Daniel Tachenko.
Davion Rudy Tolber.
Jacqueline Toledo Soto.
Eric Conant Toe.
Stephen Wei Tao.
Elizabeth Ann Trinidad.
Amanda Sao.
Colin David Turley.
Leo Michael Turner.
Eric Michael Tursky.
Candace
Adenelli Yvette Ulloa.
Cindy Uriostigi.
Gretchen Elizabeth Vanderblumer.
Guillerme Teixeira Bazamin.
Nancy Vasquez.
Matthew Ventrelli.
McNeeman Deshay Vincent.
Christian Vital.
Virat Reddy.
Christina Grace Walter.
Lily Michael Walters.
Jennifer Ann Wardrop.
Haley Allison Weisky.
Matthew Anthony Weiss.
Veronica Cecilia Wernicki.
Emily Ann Whalen.
Christopher John White.
Michaela Ann Wiley.
Matthew Valentine Wilkowski.
Shane Michael Williamson.
Andrew David Weingardner.
Sharon Xian Lin Wong.
Danning Seen.
Daniel Noah Young.
Eunice Yoon.
Sophie Annette Yufa.
Gloria Yoon.
Eric Yoon.
Zachary Yurkovsky.
Paulina Zakowska.
Derek Zhang.
Jeffrey Zhang.
Michelle Zhang.
Christian Joseph Zerzo.
Please rise. Drum roll, please. Matthew. It is my privilege to announce the graduating class of 2017.